Hi, this is Neets with your Taurus reading for this week coming. I have shuffled the cards already. As you can see, we have 5 cards there. We have the Knight of Swords, the 5 of Rods, which is like wands, the Guide, the 5 of Pentacles, and the 6 of Swords. If you'd like to subscribe, this is my new channel, so it would really help if you can subscribe to build this channel up. It's in the latest channel I have. If you want to get a personal video reading like this with your own questions, I can provide that for you. There is a link in the description showing you what the prices are, and there's usually a turnaround within sort of two days at the very most, okay? If you want to listen to any music with healing frequencies in, there is a music link there. The music is for free, and it's something that I do as a separate project. The music has frequencies in to heal the chakras and to balance out the chakras to make you feel better and feel good. There's a different frequency for each chakra, so at least 7 different songs. There's more than that, but some have binaural beats. So check that out if you want to check it out. It's quite modern music. Okay, Taurus, we've got the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords, it looks to me like you're trying to cut something out of your life. Now, for some people, it will be a person or people, and for others, it will be something like it could be an addiction. It could be something that you're trying not to do because it's not good for you, or something that you've had to leave behind because you don't feel that you belong there anymore. It could even be a change of job, but you're basically trying to cut something out of your life. You may have been trying to get this out of your life since autumn last year. I get that feeling it's been quite a long haul, and you've been trying to change things. You've been trying to feel better. You've been trying to look for a better way of living. The 5 of Wands suggests to me that you have found it quite tough. Things have been a little bit troublesome. You may have had some tensions and arguments in your life because things haven't been easy. But the 5 of Wands for me always suggests that there is, it's kind of solvable. The issues are solvable. If it was the 5 of Swords, I'd be more worried because that means, no, you can't solve it. You need to walk away. But the 5 of Wands means that, you know, you can work with this. You can iron things out and make things better. Okay, so some of you may have been... I get the sense that some of you may have been arguing like children, you know, as if you've been saying things you shouldn't say, like, you know, like a child would argue, getting really angry and saying things that aren't great. Some of you might have been acting a little bit childish or immature, and you kind of know this, but you couldn't help it at the time. That's what I'm getting with that, okay. The Guide, that's like the time card, the temperance card. It means that basically you need to just give things time to settle down. Things are settling down, okay? Somebody around you is helping you. There's somebody who's very strong around you. Could be a male figure, but it doesn't have to be. I feel that this person is helping you to get along to your next phase and your next chapter in life. This person is very reliable and loyal and stable. Okay, and I do think that they've carried you at times when you've really needed someone to be there. They've picked you up and they've carried you. And that's a wonderful soul. It's a wonderful person, and you've needed that. Okay. 5 of Pentacles shows that you've had some times where, you know, certainly financially it's been extremely difficult, and you may have had some financial losses recently. Things are going up in the world, aren't they, financially? And your wages not necessarily are going up, but things are going up. So everybody's feeling a bit of a loss. Everyone's feeling a little bit impoverished, apart from those very few who have more money than they know what to do with, of course. So it's understandable, but the 6 of Swords shows me that everything's going to calm down in your life. You're going to get some calm waters coming into your life now, so that hardship and that chapter of real struggle is coming to an end. You'll be pleased to know. Okay, so that's really good. Let's see, what have we got? What else have we got for Taurus? What's the vibe for Taurus? What's the vibe for Taurus? What's the vibe for Taurus? Okay, we've got bitter, angry, petty. What did I say about bitter, angry, petty? Petty arguments, you know, tension. So you might have been having some arguments with somebody, and you've been a little bit petty because you didn't know how else to sort of deal with it. You didn't know how else to kind of, you know, something pushed your buttons. Somebody or something pushed your buttons and you didn't know how to deal with it. So you became a little bit petty, a little bit argumentative, maybe childish, like I said. Maybe not speaking to someone for a while, or just coming out with jibes that were a bit sort of unnecessary, maybe. Okay, what else have we got for Taurus? What else have we got for Taurus? Established, settled, secure and wealthy. I feel that's where you're heading towards. You've kind of already got some of that anyway, but you're heading towards being more settled, more wealthy and more secure. I think you've now setting the foundations to make sure that that happens in your life. Okay, and it could be that somebody is helping you to be like that, or life is just going to treat you better, so that you are more settled and secure and wealthy. Some of you may be looking for new homes. Some of you are looking for new jobs, and I do feel that that's quite favoured. So those things could come into your life quite soon if you're looking. This says family, blood ties, inner circle. So family doesn't have to be blood family, but you may feel that you have strong links to your family. You may feel that you're close to your family, and that's a good thing. And your inner circle is very strong. So I want to say keep those that you value and that you trust close to your chest, because there aren't that many people that you can in life. Sometimes it comes out that, you know, it turns out that some people that you thought you could trust, you can't, and some people that you thought would be there for you when in your worst times weren't. And sometimes it makes you realise who are strong and who are there for you when you go through things. It certainly does. So just, you know, really appreciate the people that have shown you that sort of support when you've needed it. That's what I'd suggest, okay? Okay, what else have we got for Taurus? What else have we got for Taurus? We've got stop pushing against what is, align with it and move on. So if you've been struggling with something, don't push against it. Don't try to make it work. So if you're struggling with a scenario in your life, or a person or a job or a situation, don't keep struggling with it. Let it go. Let it go. That's the message from Spirit. I mean, I channel messages as much as possible. I do go into a bit of a meditational state. And I do ask my guides to channel messages to me for you. That's how I work. And so these are coming from your spirit guides, really, and my guides for you. They're not coming from me. What has your inner voice been asking of you? Listen and act. So what have you really been wanting to do in life? What's your inner voice been telling you? Listen to it. You know, when you get those little niggles in your mind and you're not really sure why you keep thinking about something. I've had a song in my mind for the last few days, and I know that it's because the lyrics mean something. And every day I wake up with the same song in my mind, and I haven't been listening to it. I know it's my guides kind of giving me a little bit of a nudge. I won't tell you what it is. I won't tell you what the lyrics are, because that's personal to me, I guess. But I know they're trying to tell me something with that song, so I have to listen to the lyrics and work out what it is. What's your hidden soul wanting to tell me? What's your soul truth? What is somebody or something wanting to tell you now that you can't see? What's the hidden truth here? My life is not as together as it seems. So somebody who you feel is potentially telling you that their life is wonderful, it's not as wonderful as they're making out. So you may have got friends or somebody who's coming across like they're telling you that everything's wonderful, and it's not as good as they're making out. No. Sometimes people do that. They do that when they're feeling insecure themselves. They do that when they're not very happy or jealous. And, you know, and sometimes people come out with statements that you know that it's not true, but you don't want to say anything because you don't want to rock the boat. I'd say just leave it. Just understand that things aren't as rosy as people are making out around you sometimes, okay? Just concentrate on your own pathway, because that's what will strengthen you, and that's what you need to do. Taurus, we've got the Ten of Swords, we've got the King of Cups, we've got the Six of Pentacles, the Nine of Swords, and the Empress. Okay, so Taurus, It could be that you've been at rock bottom recently and you've had to really pick yourself up through all the stresses and the worries and the ongoing battles. I do feel like you're really weary from that, but you've got this renewed sense of energy now because you know that that's coming to a close and the bad things are pretty much nearly over. Okay, the King of Cups says to me that you do have love in your life. You do have people around you that care about you, and if you need to cut yourself off from people because they don't make you feel very good, then that's okay. Do that. Stick with the people that make you feel good, and do things that make you feel good. And I feel that you've got a person that you can completely trust that is around you, and they'll always be there as long as you want them to be there. Six of Pentacles is always a good card. Ooh, yeah. So it looks like you're going to be getting some money from somewhere, whether it's a loan, unexpected money. It could be a loan, of course. You could have applied for something, but it just feels like there's some unexpected money coming from somewhere that you didn't really see coming. So that's nice because we all could do with that. Nine of Swords shows me that you have had times of anxiety. You've had times where you've not felt very good in your life. Your health might have been a bit off kilter as well. That can cause anxiety, okay? But you're now sort of stepping into the Empress chapter, the Empress feeling, which is a feeling of being happy in your own skin, happy with your lot. You're accepting of what you've got. You like who you are. You're feeling strong. You like your life. You've got things to work for, things to live for. And it's not always about the socials or the partying or the holidays in life. It's about having purpose. I think for a lot of people, having a purpose is what makes you sort of carry on and tick and get stuck into the things that you enjoy, because ultimately that's what gives you that deep inner fulfillment. It's not a sort of fulfillment that doesn't last long. It gives you that deep fulfillment, okay? So get stuck into the things that you love doing in life. That's what I have for you this week, Taurus. You take care. We'll speak soon.